They say there are people buried in the backyard. Is that true?
And it could be, you know, something innocent and sweet, like Rachel just smacking her ball off the table, or something cornering you upstairs in the attic. Like, you just don't really know.
Oh, what was that? Dude.
My hair's standing up right now. I got chills.
That was very life-changing to see something like that in the house. And other people have seen it since then, I guess.
Who's the figure that's been seen in this house with a goat's head and ram's horns?
No. I didn't even know that was a thing.
If you're patient and you wait things out a little bit, like, things are gonna happen.
Oh, oh.
All right, Dave, so here we are. We are inside Whisper's estate.
Yes, we are.
And we are ready to investigate this house because the house itself gets its name from the whispering disembodied voices that the staff and the former residents actually have heard and experienced here. The house itself, I mean, it's very creepy. You come in here and I mean, just look at the actual house itself. It is absolutely beautiful. But apparently they believe there's a portal here inside the house.
We do have a portal in the house, so you're not getting just the entities that have passed away in the house. You're getting multiple entities that come through the portal as well. You could get a child playing 1 minute and then it could like reverse on you and the next minute, and it could be something scary and from like another dimension. You never know with this house. It's almost like a roller coaster in here.
The first night that we stayed here, we had booked an investigation, and I was terrified, honestly, just by everything, the noises I heard. It was really difficult to leave the parlor, actually, that first time. But there was just something about this house. So we actually booked another investigation the next week and came back. It's just, I can't really explain it, but I just feel a draw to the house.
I think this leads right down to the kitchen. This was the servants' stairs, apparently. I think this whole area back here was the servants' quarters. I'm pretty sure, for the original house.
That would make sense. It's a strange closet.
It is. I think that's one of the most interesting things about Whisper's estate is that the whole house is set up specifically for paranormal investigation. So you'll see a lot of things in here that you wouldn't see in any other historical mansion. The windows being blacked out. Literally, they all have blackout. The vinyl blackout over every single window to keep the sunlight from coming in. These different mirrors and bells and jacks and Ouija boards, and it's all set up to draw out paranormal activity and energy, which, if you think about it, if there is a portal within this house, that would only exacerbate the number of spirits coming in and out of this place.
We were doing some table tipping here, and the table was kind of dancing and levitating. So we were getting up with it and moving. About that time, I looked up towards the servants' quarters, and at the end of it, there was like this human figure, goat-shaped head with ram-shaped horns going around. And he was about as tall as the doorway, and he was just standing there. That was very life-changing to see something like that in the house. And other people have seen it since then, I guess.
I have been scratched, I've been touched. I've watched that Virgil's closet door come open. I've heard whispers. There's been times where I've just been sitting there talking to Sandra, and just for an example, there was a woman's voice, plain as day, just whatever.
Rachel, legend and lore, she came in 1912 to sneak a peek at Christmas in the front parlor. They said that she had bumped into a lit candle, causing her nightgown to catch fire. She was taken back up to her bedroom, to where she passed away 2 to 3 days later.
She's one of the most popular spirits here at Whisper's estate. People actually bring her different dolls and things. So much, in fact, that they can't really contain all the dolls within Rachel's room, which I think is right over here, if I'm not mistaken. Because as I walk by this doorway, you can just see the immense number of dolls and toys and things that people have left for her. Weird, that doll looks like it's been buried or burned or something. But also one of the stories of the house is actually apparently a bunch of the residents, including Rachel, are buried in the backyard.
Legend and lore, it is Rachel, her brother, both parents, and there is a mass pit grave.
And actually there she is. I didn't even notice that. There is Rachel. They have a framed photo of her right here on the dresser. But this doll looks like it was either buried or burned or something. That's
Definitely looks burned.
very interesting.
They have seen an apparition of Rachel. She runs, she giggles, she's played Ring Around the Rosie. You can hear her sing that song. So a lot of encounters with Rachel.
Rachel, if you're here and you are able to hear us, we're going to be here tonight trying to talk to you, and we would love it if you could come out and speak with us. We want to get to know you and really anyone here inside this house. So feel free to communicate at any point while we're here.
The third floor, the attic, is my favorite, and that is where a lot of the more intense activity happens. So I don't believe that there is anything really good up there. I think it's all a little bit more on the negative side. It's intense and it's awesome. So I think you guys should definitely spend a lot of time up there.
You know what was happening in this room, right?
Some sort of seances or...
Got a big mirror, multiple mirrors in the room here, and then an Ouija board, a planchette, some candles, all set up here at the table. Does it feel colder in this room all of a sudden to you? Like, it's summertime, we're in the attic. This should be the hottest place in the house, and for some reason I just got a blast of cold air right here in this room.
I felt something coming up the steps. I turned my camera around to take 3 pictures. I still felt this thing coming. I had 3 girls with me, the K2 meter sitting between us. I didn't want to turn around. The girl with me, she said, "Who's here with us?" About that time, it's like simultaneously, something let out this growl, this blood-curdling scream. By the time it got to us, it was like right up in our faces. It was almost like it was going to eat us.
We're going to be here this evening, and we invite any spirits to come through and try and talk to us and communicate with us. This area has an energy, and it's no wonder, right?
It's very... feels a little bit different than the rest of the house, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like Sandra told you, you never really know what you're gonna get. And it could be, you know, something innocent and sweet, like Rachel just smacking her ball off the table, or something cornering you upstairs in the attic. Like, you just don't really know. If you're patient and you wait things out a little bit, like, things are gonna happen.
We are leaving. We are leaving. So you want to start up in the attic. They said that's an area that we should spend a lot of time, and on the walkthrough we were getting some really creepy vibes up there.
Might as well.
All right, let's head up there.
If there's anybody up here in the attic with us, can you make one of these devices go off? Can you try and pick one of them up? Can you try and pick one of them up? Rachel, are you up here? We'd love for you to come and talk to us. Can you come on up and talk to us? My name is Dave. This is Ryan. We just want to see if you're here.
The staff believes there's a portal in here. They believe there's a doorway open that lets a number of spirits in and that you can communicate with a multitude of different people or entities or beings inside this house.
You all right?
Yeah. Just starting to feel a bit out of it, but it could just be nothing.
I wonder if it's something in this house.
Like what?
I don't know. Because ever since I set foot in this house, my mood and my demeanor have like tanked. And if you're starting to feel that way as well.
It was like when we walked in here to sit down, that's when it really started to set in. But it's just, you think about it, the amount of possible entities that could come in here through a portal. And the amount of different energies.
You're right. Any type of spirit could come through.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird because I could tell there's a point on here that you were looking kind of weird. But also in that same moment, I stopped feeling weird.
Really?
Which is why I brought that up.
I keep getting the feeling that I'm going to look in that mirror right there to the right. On that wall and see something over here.
What was that?
What'd you hear?
That sounded like a chair or something dragging on the floor.
Really? On that wall and see something over here.
What was that?
On that wall and see something over here.
What was that?
Who's around me right now? Ooh. I'm starting to get static energy, the hair standing up on the back of my neck.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
You can touch any of these devices, or if you want to knock anything over, by all means, please do. I just turned on a box that might help us hear your voice. Can you come through this box and let us know that you're here? Try and speak as clearly as you can. My name's Ryan, that's Dave. We're going to be here for a little while this evening, and we'd love it if you'd come out and talk to us. Can you say hello to us?
Say hi.
Sounded like it. As soon as I put it on the board. Are there spirits attached to this board? If I touch this board, what'll that do to me?
What did I say?
I don't know, it was like the same voice 3 times there.
Can you repeat yourself?
They're crazy. Who's crazy?
How many spirits are attached to that board? Did I say hi, Dave?
Sounded like it. Oh, what was that? Dude.
Wait. Shh.
Did something just fall?
I don't know what it was.
That was loud. Oh, what was that? Oh, what was that? What the ever-loving was that?
I'm not 100% sure.
I felt that in my chest when
Yeah.
that noise happened.
Yeah. That was very loud.
Yeah. And it said, "Hi, Dave," and then bam. Oh, that gave me chills, and that startled the hell out of me.
Yeah, that was loud, man.
That camera, this camera sitting on the thing is gonna get both of us jumping.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
What?
Was that? It's like a little kid's voice. Rachel, is that you? Rachel, if that's you, can you say your name? Who was it that made that loud banging sound that startled Dave and I?
Please come out and talk to us through the radio here.
Do you like us being here?
Yes.
What?
Is there a portal in this house?
Who's the figure that's been seen in this house with a goat's head and ram's horns?
didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, you were outside getting shots and Shauna? What's her name?
They just said my name. Sandra.
Sandra. But that's what Sandra said.
At the end of it, there was like this human figure, goat-shaped head with ram-shaped horns going around. And he was about as tall as the doorway, and he was just standing there.
I didn't know that. I was just wondering if maybe that's what was making me so weird earlier. Could be.
Was someone affecting Dave earlier?
With as much as we've exhausted ourselves this week filming, it's definitely something that we need to take into consideration.
That we left ourselves spiritually open to it?
That and that we're so exhausted that they can use that.
Are you trying to take advantage of us? Alright, well, we're going to go downstairs. Are you going to follow us down there? That turned from a very boring session to a very intense one very quickly.
Yeah. So we're down on the second floor. This is another area where they believe a lot of weird stuff goes on. And I don't know, there's so many rooms to cover, Dave. Do you want to split up and sit in different rooms and see what we can hear?
Sure.
See what we can capture? Which room do you want?
I'm drawn back here to the back room.
Okay.
Where the stairs are. For some reason, the church pew. For some reason.
I'll sit in Rachel's room. Let me just see what it looks like so I know where I'm at. Okay. All right, Rachel. I'm in what I believe is your bedroom. That's Ryan moving around out there. Getting into his position. So Ryan and I have split up for a little bit. We are on the same floor. He's just down the hall, sitting in the servants area, and I'm sitting here in Rachel's room. Rachel, are you in here with me? I would love for you to come out and talk with me if you're here. We've come a very long way to try and talk to you. My name is Dave. My buddy Ryan is right down the hall. And we have a couple of toys set up in the hallway with bright lights on them. So if you'd like to, you can go out and see what they do.
You can also knock them over if you'd like. Just touch them. Whatever you prefer, Rachel, or anyone else that's here.
Rachel, there's a ball on the end of this bed here. Can you knock that off?
We're opening ourselves up to the spirits of this house. To use our energy. To try and make things happen. To show us that you're here.
What?
Oh, that battery pack just got pushed off that tripod. Oh, me. How the hell did that happen? Oh, me, dude. Oh, that scared the out of me, man. That just moved. That just got pushed off of that tripod. Oh my god. Oh, my heart just stopped. Oh, oh,
What?
oh, that battery pack just got pushed off that tripod. Oh, that just...
Here, turn your camera.
It's on the floor. Look at it. That battery pack was set on that tripod, and it sat there the whole time we were up there. Oh. There's no way, man. That didn't fall off of there. Nobody moved. Literally, I was sitting down.
Before, when we were up in the attic, it sat there for a very long time.
Rolling again. Okay, we're rolling on that again. I had to compose myself after that. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm still shaking a little bit. I need to calm my nerves for a few minutes here. You want to step outside for a sec?
Yeah, let's step outside. I kind of want to set this camera down right here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, where's that? Okay. I don't have any words for that.
I don't either.
God, I scream like a little
Well, I mean, nobody was expecting that to happen because it doesn't happen with that rig that we have.
No, in my defense, it was loud.
It was very loud. I'm sure you'll hear it on the playback.
Well, so far we're not disappointed, I guess.
Not yet. You know what I mean.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh God, that literally gave me a pounding. I don't know if it's like if I'm just like drained or what, but I have like a pounding headache now. Alright, so we are going to do an Estes spirit box session up here on the attic floor, the upper floor, which we spent a lot of time over in the séance room. While we were up here, we discovered the Oculus room, which is quite literally a room full of mirrors. Now, as soon as I saw this, I had the idea that we do this Estes spirit box session in there, because a lot of people believe that mirrors can be portals. They also use mirrors in a lot of psychic research. Scrying is a good example of that. So I'm going to see if a normal Estes session can be bumped up a notch by doing it in a room full of mirrors. So Dave's gonna be in the bedroom over here completely separate from me, asking the questions, and I'll be yelling out the responses so that he can hear what's coming through.
It is still rolling, right?
It is, yes.
Okay.
The red light is still on. Okay, headphones are on.
Okay, so Ryan is all set up there. I'm going to be locking him in. Alright, and I'm coming over here. So if you can hear me, I am talking to the spirits here at Whispers Estate.
Male voice, I don't know what it was.
I'm going to be asking you several questions. We've already communicated here tonight. Ryan has headphones and a radio. I'm going to ask the questions, and I want you to respond to Ryan through the radio, and he'll be able to hear you. So first of all, can you tell Ryan what your name is? Are you able to go into the room with him and make it really cold? Can you do that?
30.
I just saw a flash of blue light right outside the room he's in.
Yep.
Was that you? Was that blue light you? I just saw you right there. Are you angry that so many people come in and out of your house?
When?
Rachel, if you're here, can you go tell Ryan? Can you go say your name to Ryan?
Join.
They say there are people buried in the backyard. Is that true? Is there a grave in the backyard?
I heard a female voice there, but I'm not sure what it said. It was inaudible.
We want to know if you're still here with us. Did something tragic happen to you? What was it?
Please, I'm not sure. It was the same female voice.
Please what? Am I upsetting you?
Yes. Same female voice.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm upsetting you. Is it because I'm talking about your death?
My hair's standing up right now. I got chills.
Rachel, are you trapped here?
I did, or something like that.
What did you do?
That was weird. That was a really deep man's voice. I couldn't make it out.
All right, to the gentleman then. Why are you here? What is your name? Are you trapped here in this house? So if you're the old homeowner, are you happy that they're keeping your house open here?
The voices have just stopped. I don't know. It's weird.
I locked the door, so I have to come open it up.
Oh, okay. Dave did not tell me that he was going to lock me in this room. I've been locked in here this whole time. Here I am.
There he is.
Fresh from my Oculus isolation. It's kind of trippy in here, though. Like, as you're sitting here and you have, like, the spirit box going, you just look around you and you can see the spirit box lights, like the lights from it. And it's just, like, everywhere, forever, for eternity. It's just bizarre. So before we start this session right here, we wanted to show you guys that one of the things, of course, the story of Whisper's Estate that everybody knows is that Rachel caught fire and burned in this room. And they say there's still signs of that fire here in the house, and that the most recognizable signs are on the pocket doors here.
Yes.
So if you look at this pocket door here, you can actually see.
Yeah. Definitely charred.
Telltale fire damage here.
Yeah.
Apparently this is the same door where...
You can actually see where the sap bubbled out.
Yeah.
Right there.
So we're gonna start up here and do a session in this room. We've been upstairs for pretty much the entire night, but we wanted to come down here and see if there was anyone that would talk to us on this main level.
Can you make your way down the stairs and into the parlor here with us? Rachel, would you like to come down here into the parlor and talk with us?
It's so weird because it's like after that event upstairs where that battery pack was knocked off of the tripod. Oh! Oh!
What?
Oh, that battery pack just got pushed off that tripod. It feels like a lot. It feels entirely different in this whole house. Did you notice that?
It does. It feels lighter.
Like it was building up and building up for something to happen, and that was the moment. That was its big release. This will be a fun and interesting little game. I actually have a box in my left hand with a little orange light on it. And if you walk up and talk to it, it should actually be able to hear your voice. And then when I hit a button, I'll be able to listen back and hear your voice too. Can you tell me what your name is? Can you play the piano? Is there a portal in this house? Is there a doorway that you come through to get here? Reviewing? This will be a fun and interesting little game. I actually have a box in my left hand with a little orange light on it. And if you walk up and talk to it, it should actually be able to hear your voice.
Jesus Christ, that scared me.
Nothing. Do you want to move into this other room?
Yeah, if you want to. Hello, is there anybody in here with us? If there is, could you knock on the wall?
We're going to have to leave here soon. We'd love it if we could see you one more time. If you could make something happen one more time.
We just want to know that you're here with us.
We wanted to say that you have a lovely home. If this isn't your home and you're just visiting like we are, we want to thank anyone who came into contact with us or had an interaction with us. But we'd love it if, before we leave, we'd love it if you could slam a door, walk up above our heads, or go touch those lights by the stairs or by the pocket doors. It's crazy, man. Like, almost nothing has happened since that one event. Yeah. It's like that one event was the buildup of all of the energy. I mean, if you think about it, the amount of energy that it takes to move something is pretty significant. Yeah. From what we found in our years of paranormal investigating. So, who knows? There's definitely a lot of residual energy, but there's definitely some stuff that can interact with us and interact with our physical world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was wild.
That was definitely unexpected.
That was probably the most the most frightened I've been in a long time. I've not screamed on an investigation in years, I want to say. The only regret that I have is that I wish I had, when I placed that camera in that room, I wish I had pointed it back towards the tripod so that it could have caught it. But like you said, it was so unexpected. How was I ever supposed to know? How would I have ever known? In my wildest dreams, I would have never thought that that would have happened, you know? So like, I thought, well, that camera's covering that hallway. I don't need to shoot and redundantly cover the hallway as well. So I pointed it back towards the other way. And then that happened, but whew,
It's been an interesting night.
it has been. This is just the beginning. Season 7's just kicking off now, and we want everyone that's watching to know that they're welcome to subscribe and join the Paranormal Quest family. Make sure to turn on those bell notifications if you want updated every time we upload a new video. And of course, make sure to like this and share it with your friends and family. We're going to be bringing you more exciting and sometimes terrifying paranormal content. And we will see you guys next week. Be safe.